and welcome to Wescoe. This is our January Pantry Challenge recap for January 18th, 2023. I decided to do one shelf at a time, which is what I usually do. It's a little bit overwhelming for me to do the entire pantry. And then I just like, if I'm going to eat some of it up, we're like more of a visual family, especially my husband. He needs to see the stuff out on the counter that needs to be used up. So we don't have a lot of counter space. So I like to do one shelf at a time and just focus on, maybe a handful of things for the week. So stay tuned and see what we decided to focus on this week. Last week was pancake mix, cake mix, and some like dried fruit, which we did a great job of eating through last week. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Are you guys doing a pantry challenge too this month? A lot of people do in January, so it's a good time of year. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Thanks.
Hello and welcome to Wescoe. Today is Wednesday the 18th of January. I'm just going to do like a little bit of a pantry recap for the middle of the month, I guess. It's still the middle. We have been eating through stuff, and we've really only been to the store once, and it was at the beginning of the month. But I am going to also go to Costco Friday. I guess there's a lot of stuff that the kids eat in their lunches that we're kind of out of, like salami, and then I'm going to go to Winco today as well to get broccoli. We're out of broccoli, yogurt, and then we're out of onions, so I need to buy an onion. Just like, staple-y type stuff. So my goal this week is to go through this shelf. So this is like our cereals and grains shelf. Some of this stuff, like the oils, we're not going to get through this this week. I opened this last summer. It looks like the date on this is 6/10/2023, and based on how little is left, we probably will go through this in the next, before June for sure. I use olive oil almost exclusively in my cooking, so like when I make eggs, when I make like cabbage or whatever vegetables I'm cooking up. So I'll have to see if I have another one downstairs. I don't know if I do, but I think probably in the next month in February's Costco run, I'll probably buy another 2-pack of olive oil, just because olive oil is something I never want to run out of. But I also don't want to buy it until we're getting close to the end, because I just, I know we'll use it. I'm not worried about it going out of stock anytime soon. It's not like eggs, eggs, there's been huge egg shortages, so I do try and stock up a little bit on eggs, especially since we use them. We can go through 2 dozen eggs, and we can go through an 18-pack of eggs, I should say, in a week. So we do eat a lot of eggs in our house. So I'm going to get this stuff out on the counter, except for the oatmeal. I literally just opened this and put the last of those dried strawberries from last week in there. So I'm not using this up this week. I just opened it like literally 5 minutes ago. So let's get the rest, especially the stuff in the bins. I know there's pasta and beans in there that we need to use up, and my daughter has requested lentils this week, so hopefully I find some in there. But yeah, let's get that done. Hold on. All right, so I took everything out except the oil, because the oil I'm just gonna clean off. Sometimes oil gets a little bit of stuff on the outside, and then I'm gonna put it back. It's not something that it just gets stored there. So this stuff right here, this is the stuff from last week that I had hoped to eat up. Remember, I was going to eat half of this, which we did, and then I was going to eat these with the cake mix. And I did make the cake, but as you can see, and this is my liquid IV for today. I drink half one day and half the next day, but I put chocolate chips in there instead of cherries. My kids really wanted chocolate chips, and I realized that our chocolate chips have bloomed. We had like a mix-up last spring or summer, whenever, that we each bought a bag of chocolate chips from Costco. Like someone forgot to cross it off the list, and we ended up opening them both before we realized it. So we ended up with 2 bags of chocolate chips from Costco, and we do not go through them very fast. So I'm just going to try and eat through. We have 1 bag left. It's about half full. I'm just going to try and eat through it. I am putting a little bit of it instead of sugar. I'm doing semi-sweet chocolate chips in my oatmeal, because I'm also using up those red bits I'm going to lose the dried strawberries I tried to use up. I just put them in my oatmeal. It's really good. just with some plain oatmeal, and then like maybe like a tablespoon and a half of chocolate chips to add some sweetness, because the plain oatmeal doesn't have any sweetness, and those strawberries don't really either. So, and I'm also going to add pumpkin seeds to that for a little bit more protein, but that's just what I've been eating for breakfast this week, is either the dried apples or the dried strawberries just popped into some oatmeal, and you just add a little bit extra water. And then when I do the strawberries, I've been doing a few chocolate chips. So these are the bins that we had, these white bins that were in our thing, and they're not as bad as I thought they would be. Not that I thought they would be horrible, but you never know, because my husband like stashes stuff in these, and I never know what's in them. So we do have some ice cream cones that I will, I bought these last summer. They're gluten-free. They actually don't taste any different, but we clearly need to use them. Maybe the other cake mix I need to use up. I'll make ice cream cone cakes. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But there's a bunch of these noodles in here, and these ones are ones that my husband buys. Pad Thai noodles. It looks like rice noodle, bun pho. Oh, these are probably, I don't know. I don't know if they're really pho noodles or if they're, because pho noodles do not look like this. They're not flat. So there's probably some dish that he makes those with. This is a shrimp. Oh yeah, bonito. This is for takoyaki, which he makes every May for my daughter. I don't know why we have a big bag of that though. Whatever these noodles are, unlabeled, so I might just toss those. We'll see. I'll ask him. And it looks like we have 2 of these yellow lentil pastas open. So I'll try and cook that this week. And then this is an open bonito, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that looks like bonito to me. Does that look like bonito to you? Yep, it's bonito. So I'm not sure why we have so much. Maybe it was cheaper or something. There's some more. Maybe I'll see if my daughter wants some of that, because we're clearly not eating it. And then there's more of these rice bun pho noodles. So there's a lot of pasta in there. I think most of this is gluten-free. I don't know about the unlabeled one, but the rest of it all should be. It's just rice. So I think I'm probably going to I'm going to make some pasta this week, either this week or next week, and I'll see what we can make. And then this one, raisins. My son went through a raisin phase, and we bought a box from Costco, and then he decided he didn't like it anymore. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make, nobody else likes raisins, and I think, oh yeah, those are expired. I mean, they're still good, but I'm going to figure something out. Maybe I'll make some oatmeal raisin cookies or something, because I have a lot of oatmeal too. This is about half full. These are these bare fruit things. I love these apple snacks. My kids like them sometimes too, but I really like to eat them. Like, I snack on them instead of chips in the afternoons when I get a craving for like a snack. And then the ends, like the ends and pieces, I just put in my oatmeal, like especially if I have apple cinnamon oatmeal, and then adding extra apple in there. Oh, it's so good. This is soup that my son eats all the time. Looks like we have a little bit of these like alphabet pastas. These are not gluten-free. These are regular wheat. My kids like these every once in a while with butter, so I'll just cook those at some point. Oh, we have one of these. I was looking for this. Well, I didn't. I say I was looking for it, but I just didn't. I thought, oh, I know there's one up there. I just haven't looked for it. I haven't bought it. So I'm going to put this in my pile of stuff to eat this week. Some rice. Is this sushi rice? No, I think this is rice I bought for something. So we'll eat that this week instead of a regular rice. This is black rice. I'm not a fan of black rice, but we should eat this up. And our top ramen. So, I mean, these bins weren't overly full, right? There's not that much in here. So I'm gonna have to figure out, I may have to like rethink my, right? If I put these in here, I may have to rethink my organization, because clearly I don't need, and there was no beans. So we must have eaten through all the beans that were in here. So I wanted to talk about some of the other stuff that's in here. Oh, there's also, this is like, I keep these out of the bins just so I don't lose them in the pantry, but there's a little bit of the rotini and a little bit of the elbows left. And I did eat some of these last week or the week before, but these are just like what we have on hand. It's enough for me to make lunch out of, so there's 2 lunches there. But this is a lot of pasta, right, to use up in a week. So I think I'm probably gonna I don't have time to cook lunch today. Wednesdays, I don't have time to cook lunch. I usually just reheat or I make a sandwich for myself and take it with me. Just because of the way the timing works with appointments and stuff. So maybe tomorrow I'll make some pasta for lunch, and then I'll find a way to make pasta for the kids this weekend. I'll make this stuff. And then I think my game plan is going to be to also make some sort of spaghetti in the next week. I won't use all of that up, but that should be a good like start to our pasta journey. Most of us love spaghetti, and I know there's a little bit of spaghetti sauce left, and there's also this crushed tomatoes, so we could just make a spaghetti sauce. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is try and have like me have pasta for lunch once, and then have served pasta maybe once or twice. And then next week we'll just do the same thing, right? I'll eat the other pasta for lunch, and then that'll be my game plan, I think, this week. All right, as far as pasta goes. And then for the rest of it, so these were in there. I don't keep these with the spices. These are my squirrel deterrents in the spring. And last spring I bought a whole bunch. So I need to keep these visible where I don't lose them. If I put them with the gardening stuff, they get lost. If I put them in with the spices, they get lost. So these are just going to go right back up on the shelf. And then about March or April, when I start putting some of my seedlings out, they'll be gone, because I usually use a whole container at least. Pesky squirrels. These I just bought. These need to go downstairs. I do have an open one that's almost gone, so maybe I'll leave one up and then one needs to go downstairs. This onion jam is something that someone bought us a while ago. They bought us like 3 or 4. I'm not sure. It's my husband's, so I'll just remind him that it's up there. This tahini is newer. This is for hummus. It's still good for like a while, so maybe we'll make hummus in the next couple weeks. These we inherited from my mom when she moved, so I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Kids bought me these pickles, and I'm almost ready to open them. They just bought them for me a little bit ago, so I'm going to wait until I'm done with the spicy ones that are in the fridge right now. So. And then this is just our extra pepper. It stays in there. And then we have this nori. Sorry, my camera angle is really bad this morning. Nori. This is for stuff, so that gets eaten frequently. And then there's other stuff in here, like this dried milk. It should be on the baking shelf, so I may have to rearrange a little bit. And then there's also these mixes. So I brought some of these, I don't know if you remember them from my grocery hauls, like this wild blueberry and this cinnamon muffin. I just like to keep one upstairs and then the rest are all downstairs. So I'm going to put these in this bin. Maybe I can put baking mixes in this bin. And then this is the last one. Remember, I had 2 of these left, these pancake mixes. So I have one that I've opened and I'm going to finish up this weekend. We'll eat it. And then this is the last one. So this one I'll probably work on in February. I like to make it once or twice a month. And then I found a box of mashed potatoes. So we'll just have to make these for dinner one night. And then I found, these are the Dunkaroos. These were in my October pantry haul. My kids actually are not liking this cereal very much. So I got to figure out a way to give it to them. And I don't think I can eat this one. I think this one, let me see, cornmeal, sunflower. Oh, maybe these are gluten-free. No, it says may contain wheat ingredients. See that? So that's why I'm not eating them. These were $1 at grocery outlets. So it's about halfway done. If we end up not eating them, I probably will not feel super sad about it. And this is my open box of Chex right now. It's this apple cinnamon. I just opened this like last week. It's pretty good. There's a few Rice Krispies left. I'll probably make Rice Krispie treats out of these. The kids seem to really like that. My son went through a phase where he would only eat Rice Krispies for breakfast, so that's why we have them, a big bag of them. Usually we don't, but literally he would eat 2 gigantic bowls of Rice Krispies every morning for breakfast for months, so we had to stock up. And then this cereal, this is my embarrassment of cereal that I'm going to toss this. I will not tell you how long this has been in my pantry, but I will tell you that I've tried to toss this multiple times, and my husband stops me every time and says that he will eat it. And I'm realizing that he's never going to eat it. My kids don't like it. It's Raisin Bran. But for some reason we bought an entire Costco box of it one day. And I don't remember why we bought it, but it's been in my pantry for way too long. And then I'm going to have to toss this container because Raisin Bran contains wheat and I cannot eat it. And I'm finding that I'm becoming more and more sensitive to what the kids have around the house. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to toss that cereal and then, or maybe I can put the Dunkaroos in there. Problem is they don't like eating it if it's not in the box. That's why I don't put my cereal in containers like that, is because as soon as you put it in a container, they lose all interest in it. So I don't know. It's this weird thing my kids have. But that's what I have for now. I'll take a, here, let's go look at, so here's the shelf. It's very empty. I'm going to clean everything off and put it back a little bit more organized today. And then next week or the week after, whenever I get around to this again, I will do this shelf. We have been eating through stuff on this shelf, but I feel like it needs a little bit more organizing, just because it's been a while since I've done a deep clean. I usually do them in January and like August or September. And then sometimes I do in June, I'll do a deep clean in the pantry, but definitely in January or February, I kind of do this like, you know, eat through the pantry thing, and I go shelf by shelf because it's too overwhelming, I feel like, to do all of it all at once. And then I just have stuff sitting on my counter that it's just sitting there taking up space. And we have so little counter space, it's ridiculous. So, all right. So I rearranged a little bit. I washed out the bins. I wiped down the surface of the shelves, and this is what I came up with for this shelf right now. Rice Chex, Rice Krispies, and then the Dunkaroos and the Chex, and then I just put these pastas here because I'm going to use them up, and then I put the baking mix behind because we won't use those as often. And then this is just like the last, these, and then these I brought down from up from the below shelf. And then in here, the first thing I put was my oatmeal because I can just reach it, right? And then I put a bunch of dried fruit. So cranberries, my chia, and then a lot of our dried fruit is up there. The stuff that I put in my oatmeal. So I thought that was fitting. I do have pumpkin seeds, but they are in my office because I keep them in there for snacking. And then the oils I put in the middle because I don't know. I may have to end up moving them back because muscle memory is strong in our house. But all that pasta that I had in that bin, I just stuck in here, and I put the nori on top. I'm going to probably move the nori somewhere else, but for now I just put it there so I wouldn't get lost. And then the pickles, and then I just tucked these in the corner. So I did rearrange a little bit down here, but I'm not doing this shelf this week. And I moved the pepper over by the spices because the spices and the extra stuff is in this back corner here. So that's what I've got so far. Okay. So for the counter, this is just like this is how tiny our counter is. It's like literally not even 2 feet across, maybe 2 feet across. So much counter space we have, it's nothing. But this is what I want to try and eat through up this week or in the next couple weeks. So that rice, the cherries, the dal, there's 2, I found 2. I'm going to talk to my husband, and my daughter also, I think, likes them. I can't remember, but I'm allergic to coconut, so I can't have them. And that tin of cookies is one that we got for Christmas. So they're working on that. It's got wheat, so I can't have it. And then I'll make pancakes probably this weekend. I usually make them on Saturday mornings. And then the ice cream cones, and then this black rice that there's just like the tiniest amount of. Like, I never understand this. Like, if you're making something and there's a teeny tiny bit left, we're not going to buy more of this. This was a gift. I'm not sure why we didn't just make the whole thing instead of leaving 2 tablespoons. Like, you can't cook 2 tablespoons of rice by itself. So I'm not sure. And this is expired too. So I may just toss this. Just because, and this rice, I'm not sure about this rice either. I know, guys, what do you think? Does that look like? I may just toss this rice because it's so old. I think I bought it for, I think this is rice that we bought when COVID hit. I think this is the bag that we bought because we couldn't find it at Costco for like 2 months and we were out. And so we bought from KFC. I may toss this. This may be too old. All right. We'll see about the rice. I'll see if it cooks up okay. But anyways, this is the stuff that I pulled just today that needs to go downstairs. I've been busy and I haven't really been taking stuff downstairs. So these are things that are unopened that I bought. And then this is my box for the seniors this week. They're picking up this week. These I was allergic to. My kids don't want them, so this is unopened. And a bunch of soaps that we're not using. So, and I'll add more to that box too as I dig through stuff. So that's it for this week for the pantry. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great week. Like and subscribe. Let me know. Are you guys eating through your pantry too? We're also working on the freezer as well. So, get through it. Hopefully it'll save us some money on groceries this month. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous week.
Thank you for watching our pantry tour clean out video from January 18th, 2023. I'm doing the voiceovers on Friday, the 20th, so it's been a busy week. But we did end up having spaghetti for dinner last night, which used up some of the noodles and some of the frozen beef that we had in our freezer and some of the pasta sauce. So we are working on our stuff. I'll do another recap post next week. I'm going to try and take photos of some of the stuff that I'm making with the pantry. I think I'm going to try and make some soup with the rice, the black rice, and maybe some of that other rice. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I do have some vegetables in the freezer that I do need to use up to make like vegetable broths. So I'm going to work on that this week. I'll let you guys know where we're at. I'm going to have another video posted probably this weekend for grocery hauls. I do have a Winco haul to post, and then we are going to Costco today. So let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. I hope you guys are having a great year so far. It's 2023. I'll link my goals post down below. I've been working really hard at my self-care goals and trying to do a little bit every day. So look for that. And I hope you guys are also, finding eggs if you need them. There's been a couple of shortages lately that are kind of like eggs are something that we eat a lot, so it really kind of hits home with that one. But I hope you guys are doing okay. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a fabulous week.